All right, first we'll jump into some of these Ask Danny's. You can always hit me up at Danny@DannyBrownShow.com. It's Danny@DannyBrownShow.com. First up, we got I Cuck.
Real quick. Hey, tell Reed to make sure I go get that gun for him.
Hell yeah, man.
You got it.
Thanks.
Pistol packing Danny.
Ask Danny.
All right, first up, we got What's Up, Danny? I recently found my iPad that I played with as a kid. Now, my mom had been using it for work. I wanted to look at some old photos when I was a kid. Noticed there was a bunch of random nude photos from our neighbor's wife. I first thought these were sent to my dad, then after some snooping, I noticed a text thread of this lady and my mom sending pics back and forth. I had seen some of my mom's shits, but I'm blurring that part out from my memory. Should I ask my mom about this or bring it up to my dad, or do I keep it as goon fuel? Any advice would be appreciated. Thanks, P.S. My neighbor's wife is hot.
All right, can I revisit? Can I look at this for a second? Because I just want to make sure that I'm calculating everything.
Yeah, it sounds
right.
like mom a carpet muncher.
Okay.
So I think the best thing to do is we all know our parents do freaky shit. Once you get older, you realize that kind of shit. And it's just like, you just got to mind your business with that.
This is 100% something you keep to yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't goon fuel that.
Yeah.
I would try to just erase that from my mind, maybe go to a hypnotist or something like that and try to get that shit erased.
This is the guy left out. This is therapy talk, man.
Yeah,
this is like,
definitely.
If a parent is involved, it should be out of the goon cave and into the
your mom's
psychiatric.
a freak.
Yeah, your mom.
I wouldn't
is a
definitely don't say shit to your dad about that though.
No, man.
Because that's just some hater shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You don't want to shame somebody.
Yeah, that's just like, my mom's a freak, man. It is what it is. I mean, probably passed down to you in some sense. That's why you talking about gooning to it.
One of the things you don't think about when you're young, and you hate to accept it as you get older, is that your dad likes to nut. You know what I mean? And your mom does too. And they both have sexual needs, and you try to block it out, as you should. It's a healthy way to go through life. You don't want to embrace the fact that you could be like, "Hey, Dad, what's up?" And your dad's like, "Oh yeah, I used to come a lot to your." Like, you don't want to have that conversation. But guess what? Your dad's still coming.
Yeah,
all the time.
That's crazy. That's the crazy part about it.
And he wants to. All your dads do. Are always thinking about coming.
Yeah, I knew my pops was crazy though, because he had 4 kids by the time he was 21. So
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
You're insane. Like,
That's insane.
You're a nasty little young motherfucker. Man. That was that potent sperm too. He couldn't get away from it. All right, next up we got, but I'm a creep. I recently went to a show out of town. There was a fine big booty bitch in there. I didn't have time to talk to her because the whole show was hectic and I was there with my friends. I noticed she exchanged words with somebody that I happen to know and follow on Instagram. By the end of the night, I regretted not approaching her. The next day, I went to the dude's Instagram, scrolled through, and found the big booty bitch's Instagram profile. I went to her Instagram and learned that she lives/works in a town that is about an hour away from me. I learned that she's single. The next week, I ended up going to the bar she works at. She started chatting up, and I got her number. Since then, we hung out and hooked up a few times. I told somebody about this, and they told me that I was a stalker and a creeper. What are your thoughts on this? Am I indeed a stalker or a creeper, or are my actions justified? Anonymous. No, I feel like you're a killer hunting your prey.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
You're a
men
stalker
out here.
You're a stalker and a creeper if it's unwanted.
No,
you know,
I feel like you did your due diligence.
They linked up.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you won. You won the game. It's almost like, with anything you do, if you was fucking breaking in the house, you got to stake out the robbery first. You can't just go in for the kill.
If the email had been, and then I found where she worked and she asked me to leave, but fuck that, I stay in the parking lot. That's a different email. You know, that's like, you're nobody wants you there.
No, you did what you're supposed to do. I mean, you got to kind of just stalk out stalk it out, and then, go for the kill when it's time.
I would say, by the way, if you ever see a woman you're interested in, follow her home.
Yeah.
Follow her and just see what happens.
It's just so hard now, I feel like, it's probably harder or easier because I feel like most of these kids, they don't know the fucking horror of trying to pump yourself up.
Of what
to
we
walk
went
to
through?
a girl and
Yeah.
ask her for her number. Like, that was like, used to be the scariest
fucking
shit
balls
in the
it
world.
takes. Yeah, it takes
Now,
real balls.
You could just slide into a DM. You could shoot as many shots as you want, man.
By the way, if you can work yourself, like if you're a young guy right now, and this is so foreign to you, if you can like approach somebody in person, you are an outlier. You are. And like, you can have great success. I guarantee you, most women that you're, in your age range, if you're in like your 20s or early 30s, they're so not accustomed to that you stand out as somebody who's super confident.
Or they think you're kind of creepy. I think
Maybe
they might get scared by that shit.
That's the risk.
Yeah.
But also they could be like, hey, I mean, look, there's different approaches. If you come up to her with some creepy shit.
I've been out the game for so long. I don't even know. How do you even approach a bitch? Like,
I watched my agent do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually was like, I was honestly kind of impressed. I was impressed because he was like, hold on a second. We were out at dinner. He's like, hold on a second. And I go, okay. And he walks over to this table and he goes, excuse me. There's two women having dinner or drinks. He's like, excuse me. I don't want to bother you, but I just saw you. I think you're extremely beautiful. And I was just wondering if I could get your number and take you out. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, I was like, what?
That was player
And she
shit.
was like, yeah, that would be, and she gave me, and then I go, how often do you do this? And he's like, yeah, sometimes. I was like, dude, that was pretty amazing. It's straightforward.
No,
You don't have to come up with like some crazy line. He was direct and it worked.
But, we older, so she probably was,
That's
impressed
true.
by that,
That's true.
I feel like younger kids.
She's dead now. That's the
shit.
other, yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, he killed her.
All right, next up we got Man vs. MILFs. Dear Danny, I'm 30 years old, but I'm single, but I have a desire for MILFs. Some are pretty open to younger men, while others take some convincing. The typical response I get is, you too young for me, or you're the same age as my kids bullshit. Do you have any advice on how I possibly convince them to look past my age and understand that younger men finding them attractive is more of a compliment than a fetish? Love from Chicago. Shouts out to Mark. Don't they got websites for this kind of shit?
They definitely have
I think
websites.
that's what you got to get on one of them sites where they looking for the young cock.
I don't know what would be the convincing thing to do other than you just have to stay in the pocket and be like, no. How about I think the thing to do is be like, why don't you just give me a shot for one date? Like, if you think this is just a fad, then would you let me take you have to be willing to take her to dinner, do something to prove that you're actually interested though.
What is all these dating coach questions? I ain't the player.
I don't
know. You know what I'm saying?
I think they think you are.
No, man.
Have you ever?
I'm not.
Because I also would think of you as somebody with a lot of experience. Did you ever approach an older woman?
They've approached me. I can say that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I get chose like a bad bitch. I just set up in the spot. But yeah, definitely, I've definitely, every time I've talked to an older woman, they always approach me kind of.
I fucked an old lady. When I was 21. She was, I don't know, mid 70s or something. And I'm just kind of,
yeah, but
no, she should have been, because at 21, someone who's 30, you're like, God damn, you're fucking old. But she was in her 40s, and I was like, wow, this is, this will be her last time ever, and it wasn't great.
Wow, what was wrong?
She was gross.
Oh,
but you do it. Just
I think as
happens.
age goes, older women become more and more attractive. To me,
I agree with you. I
like
think
that little gray hair, you'd be like, damn, bitch, little silver fox.
I have that thing too, where you go. I actually find women the most attractive in my age range, which is just like.
I mean, I think that's normal.
No, it is until you talk to people and you realize not everybody is like that.
It's not like us.
Not like us. they not like us. Yeah.
I heard you like them young.
I have a couple of comic friends we could talk about. Go ahead. What's next?
I know. All right, now we got the Daewoo jacket. Hey, Danny, I'm a huge fan of your music. I listen to every episode of your podcast since the beginning. I also attended your recent FS show, and it was the time of my life. When you came out in that leather trench coat, I thought I was seeing God. I'm also a self-taught fashion designer with dreams of having a brand someday. Recently, I posted a video of a jacket that kind of went viral. High snobity. I don't even know how to say
Snobsiety?
High snobity. Even repost. I never knew
I'm
this
not
word.
reading it. I don't know what it
I've been on its site a million times. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I'm obviously ecstatic about the success, but I also feel a bit overwhelmed. I'm getting tons of DMs from A-list celebrities to Saudi princes asking if they can buy this jacket.
Damn.
But this is only one, and I don't want to sell it. It also takes me like 40 hours and at least $250 of materials to make a bespoke one. What do you think I should do? I want the best to capitalize on the wave. I don't have the means to have an actual production since I'm just one guy. By the way, if you ever want any custom clothes for me, reach out. You and Peggy, two of my favorite artists. All right.
This is making me crazy.
Why?
Because This person is pursuing their dream and they got a hit on their dream and they're like, I don't know if I want to put in the more time to do that.
To make another jacket.
What the fuck are you talking about? First of all, congratulations. What you want is in front of you. Put in the extra time. Spend the charge enough so that your bespoke efforts are worth it, and make some fucking jackets. What are you talking about?
I get what he kind of saying though, because he's saying
it's a lot of pressure, but this is what you want.
He can't make another one as fast as he can, and that's his biggest piece. So the best thing for him to possibly do is give it to somebody who's gonna get the most eyes on the jacket. But then you also don't, because most celebrities wear shit one time,
of course,
and then it might miss his mark and kind of shit. So
you got to make more of these jackets, man.
Yeah, that's the number. Let's see the jacket.
You got to make more of the jacket.
Let's see the jacket. Oh, I know this guy. He actually did just hit me up.
That jacket's amazing.
Yeah, it's a crazy ass jacket. I actually did.
You got to make more of the jacket.
Yeah, he actually just reached out to me and I told him send me some shit. But I as crazy shit that I like to wear, I couldn't wear this jacket.
Why not?
It just, I don't know, man. It's as I get older, certain stuff, because it's more of a it's like a statement piece kind of. You can't wear this more than once.
You realize that I'm looking at a guy whose first sentence to me today was, "I'm so happy they made men's ballet slippers," and then you're like, I can't wear this.
Yeah,
watch.
but I can wear these a lot and put them with it up. But that you gonna get one good picture in that, and then you're not gonna really wear that no more.
This is who's that dude? What's his name? Do you know? Is he in the AML or no?
It looks like 2000 cc.
Yeah, 2000 cc.
Okay, both of our advice is what you need to do. Danny's advice of giving that to who will get eyeballs is excellent advice.
Yeah.
And you have to make more of these, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he has to, though.
You have to. You have to spend the time and spend the hours and spend the money to whatever it takes to have you make a few more of those. You just got to do it. This is going to be your calling card first piece. Just do it. Make the fucking jacket again.
Yeah, because he hit me up and he was like, yo, I want to make you some shit. But he asked a crazy question, too. He's like, what's your favorite, like if you was a superhero, what powers would you want? I'm like, motherfucker, read minds. He was like, I need some, I just need some inspiration on what to make you.
That's cool.
I
get it.
I don't know what you're going to dig up with mind reading, but.
This jacket is amazing. I said, your jacket's amazing, dude.
But then it is like some TikTok-y shit, But yeah, I couldn't wear it.
People want it.
Yeah, I couldn't wear it. But shouts out, man. All right, next up we got Chess. Hey, Danny, I'm a 23-year-old. Recently, my grandfather has become a widow. He's been alone at home lately, so I went to visit him not too long ago. While I was over there, we played chess because it's something we've done since I was a little girl. During the game, he knocked a piece off the table by accident. When I went to pick it up, I couldn't help but notice my grandpa had a heart on.
Jesus Christ, dude.
This made me feel weird, but I didn't want to make things awkward because he's dealing with the passing of my grandma, so I just finished the game and made an excuse as to why I needed to go home. What would you do if you saw your grandpa with that? Should I keep going over there, even if I feel a little uncomfortable now? Thanks, Danny. Yes, you definitely should still go over there to see Pops. Him having a boner, it should be celebrated that he's still getting boners at his old age. My grandfather, I just had to wipe his ass. He was blind and shit. That nigga balls was touching the ground. I used to be like, I can't wait.
I mean, my first question would be, was he leaking? Or was it...
Oh, my God.
Was it just engorged? Because, a boner can just happen. Your grandfather's boner might just be a celebration of life. It can just happen.
Yeah, or maybe he just still got some leftover Viagra's.
Yeah.
And he just remembered probably like, fuck, I'm going to keep this going. Let me just keep the boner up.
Blood flow could help during chess. I'm not sure what all the rules are, but I just feel like, now here's the thing.
She was bone hawking though. Why you?
Yeah, why you bone?
Yeah, why you bone hawking? You over there looking at, like when I go to the barber shop, they always try to spin you and they be like, look down. No, man, I'm closing my eyes.
Yeah,
I ain't bone hawking, man.
I feel
or they
like
get a little too close, lining you up, and they get a little boner on your elbow. You be like, nigga, get your dick off my arm.
Get your dick off of me. I feel like if he has a boner, I think you should go see your grandfather again. If he has a boner the next time you see him, this is pointing towards unwelcome.
Pop's a freaky frog.
Yeah, it's not good. But a one-time thing where you happen to notice in some odd moment, it's not like you were sitting on his lap. right? It's just like you looked, like you said, you were bone hawking.
Yeah, you were bone hawking.
And you found one. But
yeah.
just let it, I think you should visit your grandfather again.
That's like, you go to the airport, you in the bathroom, you look at the sky. You don't look left, right. No, you just look. I got to figure it out. Piss on my leg, whatever. But I ain't bone hawking. That's one thing I know. That's why I don't go to gym locker rooms and shit, man.
You just avoid the gym locker room?
Fuck yeah.
Just because you don't want to see bones?
No, I don't. It's nothing worse, man, can ruin your day than just seeing an unsolicited dick.
I know.
You're like, man, I just saw a dick.
The wildest dick that I saw in public was at LAX. You know how you go from, like, when you walk into the bathroom and then the urinals are over against that wall? Most people begin their unzipping, like, either at the urinal or at most a foot or less away.
Yeah.
There was an old guy who took his dick out like 10 feet from the urinal. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, wait till you're up there. He just took it out and walked with it out. And we were like, oh, fuck.
I mean, his vision probably was a little fucked up.
Yeah, he was like, oh, is that over there? Yeah, dude, it is.
Yeah, man.